How you guys? I hope everybody is doing great. It's early in the morning, so I figured why not push this video out really quick. And I hope everybody is just really blessed and that they are continually moving forward. No matter what it's looking like, continue to move forward. Don't stop. Just continue to keep moving forward as though you've been doing. And everything else will fall in place according to how God needed to fall in place in the universe. So it'll all fall in place. So my thing is this: as you let go of things, things will fall in place accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we so used to fixing things and pushing things and making things happen where there will come a point in our lives where we won't be able to fix anything, and we just have to figure out how to let go and how to allow things to just fall in place and let them fall in place. My little spiel for this morning. So I really hope and pray everybody is blessed and doing really good. And just my encouragement, keep moving forward. Get to a place of really learning how to let things go and let people go and allowing things to just fall in place and allow the universe and allow God to put things in the right perspective and put things in the place where they need to be, okay? Never look at circumstances or situation and feel as though it shouldn't be like that or it wasn't supposed to happen the way. Understand that everything happened exactly the way it was supposed to happen. Nothing was a mistake. Nothing is out of place. Everything that's happening is exactly the way it's supposed to happen, because if it's happening this way, it's for a purpose and a reason. We may not understand the purpose and the reason right now, but it's for a greater purpose that we have not yet begun to even fathom or even understand what that is, okay? So my encouragement to everybody else this morning is that keep moving forward and understand that whatever's going on in your life, whatever's going on in your world, is happening exactly the way it's supposed to happen. And all we have to learn how to do is heal, forgive, and let go. And allow God and the universe to fix and to put in place everything that needs to be put in the right place in the right timing. Is it easy? No. Because as human beings, we so built on fixing things and making things happen a certain way where sometimes we don't really know how to let go, to just accept that things is just what it is. Things are the way they are, and I can't fix it. I can't change it. I just got to figure out, how do I accept it? So if I would encourage anybody out there, if you're going through a struggle, you're going through something, or things is happening in your world where you don't really understand why it's happening like that, I would say the best thing we can do in circumstances and situations like that is really learn and really ask God to show you how to just let go, how to accept whatever it is that's going on around you, whatever it is that's going on in your world. God, teach me how to accept it. Teach me, God, how to let go. Teach me how to forgive myself, forgive the person, forgive the situation, and teach me how to finally let it go, God, so that I can heal, so that I can continue to move forward, and so that I can allow you, God, to fix and to give everything and put everything back in its right perspective accordingly to how God wanted to be. So I say that because sometimes the way things are in our world and in our life, we will expect God to fix things a certain particular way. And this is my thing. It's like, keep moving forward, because the way we are perceiving God to fix things, it may not be fixed that way. And then that's another level where we have to learn how to accept it. So things may not always go the way we want it. Things may not happen accordingly to how we would expected them to have happen. Or things may not happen accordingly to how we prayed for them to happen. But we have to understand that if God allowed it to happen, it's for a greater purpose, it's for a greater reason. I know this for a fact because I've been through too much in life not to know that if God allows something to happen or something happen, period, in my life, it's because it's a lesson I needed to learn, and it's something greater that's going on in the background that I cannot yet see. You know what I'm saying? It's something greater going on that I cannot yet see. It's a greater purpose for that situation of why it's happening the way it happened. And so my job is to heal. My job is to figure out and ask God to help me to learn how to let go. And my job is to ask God to teach me how to forgive myself, how to forgive the situation, how to forgive the person or the people. And my job is to ask God to, God, give me the grace and give me the strength in you, God, so that I can continue to move forward. And when the timing is right, God, I know you will reveal to me the bigger picture. I know you will reveal to me why things had to happen the way they happened. I know you will. That was my spiel for y'all this morning. Okay, but moving on really quick. Okay, so this video we're going to do is going to be about how to really tell if someone is really meant to be in your life, okay? Now, a lot of times when it comes to people, the people sometimes that's meant to be in our lives, we will push them out of our lives. And sometimes the people that's not meant to be in our lives, we will keep them in our lives, and we will do everything in our power to hold them in our lives, okay? So this video is more so to get a clear understanding of how to tell if someone is really, really meant to be in your life, okay? And so the first thing to tell how someone is really, really meant to be in your life is, since you've been around that person, how do they make you feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like you glowed up? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel good about yourself? Do you feel like you are just like evolving? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like you are becoming the best version of yourself while you've been around this person? Do you feel like you have raised your energy? You know, do you feel like you are really it's like this person is really pushing you, and you picked up the habits of learning how to really go forward in your goals? You know, how do you feel when you're around this person? You know what I'm saying? How do they make you feel? Have you picked up good habits of glowing up and just doing your thing and knowing what you need to do and loving yourself more and just feeling good about yourself even more, you know? Or have you picked up bad habits where you're arguing more, where your self-esteem is less, where you feel like you doubt yourself more? Do you feel less motivated? And that's a lot of things. That's a lot. When it comes to this, it's a lot of times that people don't pay attention to. Do you feel less motivated when you're around this person? You know what I'm saying? Do this person motivate you to go out there and do what you got to do as an individual person to reach your goals, you know? Or do you feel less motivated when you're around this person? You know, do you feel like you're becoming a less of a person, less of your own individual person when you're with this person? Do you feel less interested in fulfilling your goals? Okay, so when you're around this person, do you feel like you have a less interest in fulfilling your goals? Or have you put your goals on the back burner when you're around this person? You see what I'm saying? Because you have a less desire to even want to go and do your goals. And that's if you're a YouTuber, okay? And you're in a relationship and you have a less desire to want to be consistent with your content. You know what I'm saying? Do you have a less desire when you're around this person? That's the way you can tell if somebody's truly meant to be in your life, because your glow up will be real. You'll be more consistent than ever. Even if you have moments in your goals where it's just kind of like at a steady pace and it's not really going nowhere, that person will be able to motivate you and push you and say, don't give up, keep going. You got this. It's going to all fall in place. You're going to get to where you're getting to. Don't give up, keep going. Get out there and do what you got to do. Go for your goals. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when somebody is genuinely meant to be in your life because they'll be able to push you to become the best version of yourself. It's like you'll feel more alive. You'll feel more joy. You'll feel more happiness when you're around that person. You know what I'm saying? And you won't feel as though when the person around you, damn, I wish they get the hell away from me. Even when it comes to your energy, when you with the person, do you feel like your energies match? You know what I'm saying? So like if you're in a place where you are going after your goals, do this person match your energy? Can y'all match each other energy where y'all motivate each other to go after y'all goals? Do you motivate that person to go after their goals? Do they motivate you? And that's how you can tell when someone is really meant to be in your life. Number two, okay, how do I want to say this? Look at how the person treats other people, okay? A lot of times we don't look at how somebody treats other people, okay? Because we feel like, well, as long as they treat me right, it doesn't matter. But do you look at how that person treats other people? You know what I'm saying? Are they like real reckless with other people? Do they have compassion for other people? Do they have empathy for other people? Are they, you know what I'm saying? Are they or do they willing to listen to other people in their opinions? You know what I'm saying? Are they disrespectful towards other people? You know, it's like you have to look at that person and how that person treats other people, because how that person treats other people, 9 times out of 10, they're going to treat you the same way, because just because you may be, you know, in a relationship with that person, that does not mean that they won't treat you that way. That just means you haven't seen their true colors yet. But if you have seen them treat a person or other people really badly, you got to understand that is a reflection of how they treat themselves. So if they treat them other people like that, they're going to eventually treat you like that. Okay. But if you look at a person and how they treat other people, and if you look at this person and they real compassionate, they got empathy, they genuine, they sincere towards other people, you know, they really have a love for people, you know, then that's the same kind of compassion and genuineness and being sincere and empathy and love they're gonna have for you, and they're gonna give to you, because how you seeing them treat everybody else with such compassion and love and empathy and all of that stuff, they're gonna give you that same thing back, because what they reflecting onto other people is going to reflect onto them, and so they're going to be able to pour that out on you, because you got to understand that everybody is a mirror. So if you look at how they treat other people, you'll know if they're really meant to be in your life. Okay. 3. All right, what have you learned from being with this person? Okay, so you got to ask yourself, what have you learned from being with this person? Okay, so what have you really learned? Like, has it helped you to really, really evolve? You see what I'm saying? Has this person really fed you on an emotional and mental and a spiritual level? You know what I'm saying? Like, have they really fed your spirit? Have they really fed your mental? You know what I'm saying? Have they really fed you physically and emotionally? Have they really fed you to help you and want to evolve to be better? You know what I'm saying? Or have you been with this person and you feel like ever since you've been with this person, your intuition has been blocked more? Do you feel like your growth is being stunted? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like you don't really have the drive like you used to have, you know, or you don't have the ambition like you used to have, or you become more stagnated in your energy? You know what I'm saying? Like your energy, your frequency is real stagnated since you've been with this person and you know it. Or when you're around this person, do you feel like your energy is more depleted? You got to ask yourself that. That's how you'll know if someone's really meant to be in your life. And if they're really meant to be in your life, when you are around this person, y'all energies will match. Like I said in the other one, y'all will know how to build each other up mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You know what I'm saying? Y'all will know how to push each other to fulfill y'all goals. You know, that person will make you more ambitious about going after what you need to go after. You'll be able to be around that person and y'all cannot be doing anything. Y'all can just be watching a movie and chilling. You know what I'm saying? But just you being around that person will heighten your energy. Just you being around that person will level you up mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, to where you can tell that when you're around this person, the energy that they give you, it's like it takes you higher. You see what I'm saying? It raises your energy. It raises your frequency even higher than what it was before. That's how you can really tell if somebody's really meant to be in your life. I think we on number 4. I lost count. Okay. If you can evolve with them mentally, spiritually, emotionally, okay? Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. If you can evolve with this person on all four of them levels, they meant to be in your life. Because if they can help you evolve and you help them evolve mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, then yes, they are very much meant to be in your life. Because a lot of times in society in 2020 now, a lot of people don't know how to connect with people that really help, or that really is meant to be in their lives to help them evolve mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. So when you with somebody and all the person does is help you evolve physically, and that's the connection y'all got, is just the physical connection, or y'all can have a mental and a physical connection, but the emotional connection and the spiritual connection is not there, then you have to watch it, because now what you're doing, you're settling for 2 out of 4 rather than just waiting for the 4 even to come, if that makes sense. So if I was, and I've been in this situation plenty of times where I would settle for somebody that could stimulate me mentally and physically, but I never got the emotional connection or the spiritual connection with the person. But because I felt like I wanted somebody in that time, I would settle for just the 2. But then I would lack the spiritual and the emotional connection. And then in the end, I would end up being so unhappy in the situation with the person, where I would just kind of cut it off and end it because I was not fulfilled it. And so it may seem real fun in the beginning to just accept that you can have a connection with a person physically and mentally, but eventually somewhere down the line, you're going to start to feel depleted and deprived, because you're going to want that emotional and spiritual connection too. You're going to want all 4 to line up and connect with the person. And if you don't have it, or even if the person is not working towards y'all getting to that place, then what's going to happen eventually, the relationship is going to start to feel more draining, and it's going to feel more, it's going to eventually start feeling like you're the one more so trying to force the connections rather than the person willing to give it to you. So the way I feel personally is that another way you can tell when someone is really, really meant to be in your life is that you will be able to connect with them on every level. I mean, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And it won't be a 2 out of 4, but it'll be 4 for 4. And y'all will both be able to help each other evolve. And this is just not evolve. Y'all will be able to help each other on y'all journey as y'all fulfill y'all own individual goals. And then y'all will come together and fulfill a greater purpose together. Why? Because y'all have connected on all 4 of these levels. You see what I'm saying? And y'all can really complement each other in fulfilling a purpose of what the universe and God need y'all to do. But if you're with somebody where your only connection is emotionally and physically, but mentally and spiritually, you know that connection is not there, and being honest with yourself, then you're not going to get the full effect of the strong connection in the purpose of what y'all could do together, because the person or you or both of y'all don't have all that whole connection. All right. So that's how you can tell. All right, moving along. Okay. Some people, excuse me, I burped. Some people will celebrate you when you make it, and then some people will not be there as you go through the battles. So the way you can tell if someone's really meant to be in your life is that, are they really there? Are they really there when you got to go through your battles? I'm going to tell y'all this. This is my all-time favorite one. This is my favorite one. Because the reason why I say this right here, if someone's really meant to be in your life, do they just celebrate you when you made it to the top and when you're doing great and when you're doing good? Or are they with you on the battlefield? Or are they with you while you're going through the training? This is my favorite one because I can pay very close attention to people in friendships and romantic relationships, even family. And I can tell whether a person will just celebrate me when they feel like I'm on top and I'm doing really, really good in life. And then I can also tell when I'm going through a lot of difficulty moments, And when I'm going through a lot of challenging things in my own life, I can tell when I'm on that training ground by myself. I can tell when I'm in battle all by myself, because they will totally vanish. So my thing is, the way you can tell with a genuine person, if they really meant to be in your life, is that, are they just with you when everything is good, when everything is great, when everything is perfect, when you doing good, when you on top of everything. But when you start to go through challenging things in your life, which we all will, when you start to face uphill mountains, when you start to face your difficulties in life, where are they? Are they still in your corner? Are they right there with you? Even if they're not right there with you physically, you can still tell when a person is fully in your corner, even if y'all are at a distance. You see what I'm saying? But you can also tell when a person is no longer in your life period, or in your corner period, when you on that training ground or that battle. You see what I'm saying? You can also tell. So you got to ask yourself, if someone's really meant to be in your life, they not only will be in your life to celebrate the highs, but they will also be in your life when you got to go through your low moments. They will not only be in your life to celebrate you when you're doing good, but they'll also be in your life when you got to go through some challenging shit and you got to just deal with it. They will also be right there in your life. And that's how you can tell when somebody genuinely has a heart for you, when somebody genuinely has a love for you that's sincere and real. That's how you can tell when someone's really meant to be in your life. Okay. And the next one is, are they happy? Well, I just did that one. And the next one is, if you with someone, do they fall in love with your body first or your heart? Now, for a lot of people, they don't understand this. Because a lot of people will say, well, how can you fall in love with somebody's heart first without the body? But you can. And what I mean by, if somebody is really meant to be in your life, do they fall in love with your heart first or your body? Because if somebody really is meant to be in your life, they won't just see your body as something they can have sex with. Or they won't just look at your body and all they do is can fathom just having sex with you. You know what I'm saying? But they will genuinely, from a loving heart, from a genuine heart space, they will genuinely love and wanting to get to know you. And it won't be about having sex. It won't be about your body. It won't be about any of that. It'll be about them genuinely wanting to get to know your heart, not just your body. Now, I get it that we all as human beings look for physical attraction. That's normal. Everybody, we all do it. But you got to ask yourself, which one is overpowering? When someone is meant to be in your life, do it feel more like it's a physical connection with y'all, or do it feels like it's more of a heart connection? That's what you got to ask yourself with this one. If someone is really meant to be in your life, do it feel like y'all have more of that physical connection, or do you really feel like you and this person's heart is genuinely connected? And you got to be honest with yourself. Because if you're not, you'll stay in a situation, or you'll be with someone that's not even meant to be there no more. And that's what you got to ask yourself. If you're with someone, is me and this person together because it's a genuine connection between our hearts, or are we together because we got kids? Are we together because she my baby mama, he my baby daddy? Are we together because financially we can't afford to go our separate ways, so we got to be together? Are we together because of convenience, because I've been with him for 10 years, 5 years, 4 years? I ain't finna start over. I refuse to start over with somebody new, so I'm just settle for what I got. Ask yourself that. Okay, moving on. If you have to force them in your life, this is how you can tell if someone's really meant to be in your life, if you don't have to force them. I'm a firm believer in this, that now and where I'm at in my life, I will never try to force anybody in my life. Friends, family, period. romantic partners, I will never try to force people in my life. Either you're in my life willingly or you're not in it at all. And either way it go, if you walk away, I'm okay with that too. Because this is life. I came here by myself. I'm going to leave this earth by myself. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, I know it may sound kind of nonchalant, but it's the truth as we start to realize it. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to ask yourself, if someone's really meant to be in your life, why would you have to force them to be in it? Why would you have to beg them to be in your life? Why would you have to chase them to be in your life? Why would you have to go through a lot of emotional and mental and physical damage just for them to stay in your life? You know what I'm saying? So if someone's really meant to be in your life, you're not going to have to force them. They going to willingly want to be there. They going to willingly want to step up. They going to willingly want to be committed to you. They're going to willingly want to invest in the relationship. They're going to willingly want to communicate with you effectively. They're going to willingly want to do everything possible to let you know that they're not going nowhere and they in this for the long run. They're going to willingly want to let you see that they want to be connected to your heart. They're going to willingly do everything to invest in the relationship mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. That's a willingness. They're going to willingly let you see their heart space and let you see that their heart is connected to your heart. That's how you can tell if someone's really meant to be in your life. It won't be you having to force them to give their heart to you. Or it won't be you having to force them to communicate with you. It won't be you having to chase them. It won't be you having to go through all the roller coasters and the up and downs and the ins and outs and the emotional pain of everything. It won't be like that if they meant to be in your life. They will willingly come and be in your life. And they won't have any regrets. They will willingly be in your life without you even having to ask them. That's the thing that people don't realize. You think you got to ask a person to be in your life. But when a person really is meant to be in your life, you won't even have to ask them. It's almost like the puzzles of the pieces of the puzzle will just fit right in place. It's like they will willingly just fall in place and be right in your life. And I know this for a fact. I know it for a fact because the last relationship I was in with Marco, before he passed, when I say we met, when me and him first met, and that's how I knew it was meant for him to be in my life. It was meant for him to be in my life and my children's life. It was meant. It was destined, I promise. And I knew it was. I didn't know it until like after. But as I sit here today and tell the story, it was like the way me and him met. It was like we met. And though we went through a lot of ups and downs, don't get me wrong, because there was a lot of challenges there. It was a lot of issues that he didn't heal from, I didn't heal from. But I'm explaining to you the way he came in my life. So the way he came in, it was like he connected instantly with my children. It was like my children just instantly connected to him. It was no pullback. It was no rejection on neither one of their ends. It was like my son and him just instantly took a strong bond towards each other. And even with my daughter, it was like a strong bond. And this was just off the initial of just stepping in to getting to know my children. It was just, it was like a magnet that was undeniable. And even when it came to me and him, you know what I'm saying? It was a willingness. You know what I'm saying? It was just a willingness for him to want to be in the relationship and be committed. It was a willingness for, even if we had arguments, for him to want to communicate. You see what I'm saying? It was a willingness for him to connect with me on levels. Even it was times where I knew he connected with me spiritually. I knew we connected mentally. I knew we connected emotionally. And I knew we connected physically. You know what I'm saying? So it was a willingness on his end to want to do that and be consistent in it. So when someone is in your life, they going to have a consistency. And you ain't going to have to ask for it. It's just going to be a willingness with that. You know what I'm saying? All right, moving along. All right, so in another way you could tell if someone's really meant to be in your life, it'll be beautiful synchronicities. Okay? So when you look at synchronicities, some people look at numbers, all of that stuff, okay? And you got to realize some people even try to create synchronicities. But what I've learned is that you can't create synchronicities. Synchronicities only come divinely from God and the universe and the angels. So you'll see the synchronicities in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? You'll see how you and this person connect and how y'all balance each other out. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, have you ever been around somebody and they finish your sentence for you? And you be like, damn, they finished it. So that's how it is. It'll be a certain type of synchronicity there because you won't have to force it. It'll just be an even flow. It's like y'all just flow right together, baby. Y'all flow. Y'all flow. That's how you can tell. Another way you can tell is that you won't settle for like a tight squeeze, but you'll accept a perfect fit. So a lot of times with people, if you look at it, if when they want someone in their life, a particular person or whatever, and they want someone in their life, they will make it a tight fit, meaning they'll do everything possible. It's like you trying to squeeze your foot in a shoe or a heel or Jordan or whatever, and the shoe too damn little, and you just trying to squeeze your foot in. But what happens is with that is that you're squeezing it, but it's not a perfect fit. And it's never going to be a perfect fit because it doesn't fit your big old foot. Or the shoe